And I gotta say, I taught 2 classes yesterday, and then we're mowing. Our neighbors across the alley have a couple rentals that are not rented, and so we've been mowing the lawn for them. And doing 2 classes and then mowing 2 lawns kicked my butt yesterday. And I used to be able to do that like all the time, and it just like I was tired the whole rest of the day. I was like, what is going on here? I just wanted to take a nap. All right, good morning, everybody. We're gonna lift our toes. 8, 7. Here's 4, 3. Heels up, right, then left. So right and left. So today we have 6 circuits, 4 exercises each. Good, 4, 3, 2, right leg. We're gonna swing it front to back. We are gonna do each exercise 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, and we're only gonna do 1 round. 3, 2, good. Switch it over to the other side. Swing and swing. So start small. Hold on to something if you need to. 4, 3, 2, good. Switching sides, take it out and in. So squeeze the quads, stiffen up the knee a little bit. We want that movement to come from our hip. 4, 3, 2, switch it over to the other side. So out and in. So think about rotating the hip forwards. I want to see your knees. I don't want to see your inner thighs. Up and out. 2. Switching sides, we're gonna do those hip circles. Heel down, toe up. Nice, good circle. Change direction. Good, 4, 3, 2, switch. Up and out. Change direction. That's almost the hard part for me. Good, 4, 3, slow deadlift right here. Hinge and lift. So shoulders down and back. I really think like I'm trying to keep my upper arm nice and close to my body. Isn't that what they always say when you're lifting something? Keep it close. Hinge and lift. Good. 2 more. All right, reach it up, pull it down, and lift. So imagine that your hands are on the wall behind you. So we're just trying to do a nice, good pull. Open up that chest, work those shoulders. Take it down, hinge it, open and close. Good, 4, 3, 2, bring it up. We're gonna slow squat. Hinge it down, stand up nice and tall. So nice tall chest. So we wanna think chest is forward, and you can look, I like to look a little bit out ahead of me versus trying to keep it perfectly straight ahead, because you know if you're arching your neck, you might be looking a little too high up, and you might be hinging a little far forward for those squats. Forward step and reach right here. Forward, pull it back. Squeeze the shoulders. You can start to drop that back knee down towards the floor. 2. All right, in the center, arms up, little shoulder rotation. If you want to hold it nice and steady, you just keep your body right in the middle. You're going to do anti-rotation. 4, 3, hamstring curls, tricep, press it back. We're going to start working on taking our legs nice and wide. Here's 4, 3, 2, going into that side lunge right here, side and side. So nice wide legs. Toes can be forward, maybe a little bit out to the corners. 4, 3, 2, hold it in the center, cat-cow, hands on the thighs. Inhale, exhale. So go at your own speed. I always try to keep up with the music, but for something like this, you don't have to. So just nice deep breath in, gentle arch, exhale and round. We're gonna do just a couple more. Good, let's go ahead and roll it all the way up. Start to tap it in, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Give yourself a little bit of space. We are gonna do those plank walkouts, but we do not have a lot of hands and knees stuff today. All right, here we go. So take it down, walk it out. In fact, I don't think we have anything where we are on our hands and knees today. We're going to be on our backs when we're down on the floor. So just a nice good plank walkout. If you've got that chair nearby, you can do the plank step back from the chair, keeping the chest over the seat of the chair. That's kind of the important thing. And it happens a lot when we do stuff at an incline. We want to go lower. We're ready to go lower. So we step farther back, which is really not what we want to do. Still want to keep that chest in line with the seat of the chair or with that countertop as you step back. When you want to make it harder, that's where you try to go lower. You find a lower object to put your hands on. Good, let's bring it all the way back up. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down into our back pockets. Grab a quick drink of water. So 45 seconds work, 15 seconds rest, 4 exercises, 1 round. We're just doing everything 1 time. So assuming my math is right, we should work out okay. So first round, we're gonna do deadlifts for 45 seconds. Then we're gonna do that angled lunge where we start kind of knee over your ankle, keep this forward fold, press back, and then press forwards. Then we're gonna switch. Then we're gonna do sumo squats. So it's all legs here, okay? So we're gonna start. We're gonna do 45 seconds. Again, we're doing everything once, and we're a little bit more upper body focused today, so just keep that in mind. It's just the first round is all legs. All right, deadlifts in 3, 2, and 1. So just a nice good deadlift. And it is strength today, so I'm going a little bit heavier. Just doing nice good deadlifts. Belly is braced. There's no movement in that low back. We're staying nice and tall. So I almost want you to kind of tighten up your core, pull your belly in a little. Like when you hinge forwards, you don't want your belly, you're imagining you don't want your belly to touch your thighs. It's gonna touch, it's okay, but still trying to keep that tight tummy. Got 12 seconds. We're gonna go for that angled lunge. You do not have to use weights for it, but I encourage you to grab at least 1. Here's 2 and 1. So this one, we have a nice straight leg in the back. You can be on your toe or you can turn your foot out a little, but we wanna hold the hinge. We press forwards and then we straighten the knee and press back. Forwards and back. So you can see, yes, I'm getting a knee bend, but it's not so much that it should cause a lot of stress. You control how far you go, but we don't want to go forwards and come up with our bodies. This is really going to get your buns burning. Now, how far you go forward, how far you straighten is up to you, but I want you to try to get that knee as straight as you can. And how far forward you go, your call, but that front foot stays flat. Don't let the heel lift. It's gonna want to. This is a little bit of knee and ankle mobility in addition to, I'm feeling my buns right now. I'm definitely getting them. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch it over to the other side. Same thing. So we're gonna go ahead, get into position. So nice, good step forward. Have that back heel lifted. Here we go. So hinge it forward, press it forward, straighten the knee to come back. Press it forward, straighten the knee. So you can see shoulders are down and back. My arms are just there to hold the dumbbell. So again, we don't want to go forward and come up, and we don't want to go forward and just not straighten that knee. I want you to get a good straighten. Press and push. Press and push. You are absolutely welcome to not have very heavy weights. Focus on technique, focus on mobility. So knee is going between the big toe and the pinky toe. 3, 2, 2, and 1. All right, one more set. We're just gonna go for sumo squats. So we're getting a little bit of glutes here. So wider stance, toes turned out. Dumbbells here or here. 2, and 1. So I'm gonna hold mine up in my chest, down, and lift. So this is really gonna test your inner thigh mobility. If your thighs are not very mobile, turn the toes a little more forwards or bring them a little bit closer together. So nice, good squat, stand tall. Don't let your body go forwards. So if I'm here and my dumbbells feel like they're trying to pull me, I might be hinging a little too far forward. So it's a hinge, but your chest stays tall. So nice long spine. 2, and 1. Weights down, shake it out. Grab a quick drink if you need it. So we're only doing everything once, but that was just all glutes and legs. Round 2, back and biceps. We have rows. We have palms facing forwards, bicep curls. We have rear flies, and then we're gonna do a circle curl. So you kind of draw a little half circle, okay? So grab weights you can do rows with in 3, 2, and 1. So just nice good rows. So it's a good hinge and squeeze the shoulders. If you need to, you can absolutely do right, left, and alternate. So nice good hinge. So each circuit is gonna focus on a couple of muscles. This one is back and biceps, which those two muscles work in tandem. So right now we're doing rows, working our back. We're also getting a little bicep here when we start to bend the elbows. 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Short rest. We're going for biceps. I want you to do palms up if you can. So palms up curls. Don't want to have your elbows in towards your tummy. Have them out by your side. Right underneath your shoulder. Good. Curl up and down, up and down. So it's kind of hard to tell, but my dumbbell is kind of to the side of my thigh. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight to the side, but your upper arms don't have to physically touch your torso, but you want to try to keep the elbows underneath your shoulders. I'm alternating because I was too lazy to switch my weights. And this is a little heavy for me for 45 seconds straight. Good, 10 seconds. And we're gonna go for rear flies. And you can do a little shoulder blade squeeze today. We've been doing them without the squeeze today. Good, rest. You can do the squeeze. Or if you wanna focus on back of the shoulder, stick with lighter weights. But I wanna get a little focus on the back here today. Good, belly's in, hinge it forwards. Here we go. So lift and lower. Lift and lower. So if you don't want to do the shoulder blade squeeze, you're going to try to relax your shoulder blades. But if you do want to do the squeeze, you're going to try to squeeze an orange between your shoulders as you lift up and out. Nice and controlled. And again, I'm a little heavy, but we don't want to come up and arch our backs or puff out our chest when we do these. Your body is nice and stable and stationary. Just the arms are moving from your fingers to your shoulders. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna do our circle curls, which is really just kind of a little half circle, hammer curl position. We're gonna bring it up, and then we're gonna kind of open, and then we're gonna bring it in and circle. Good, right here. So it's up and it's a little bit of elbow, but it's also just a little bit of rotator cuff. Up and out. So hammer, open, and in. So arms up, and again, a little elbow. So we're trying to keep our thumbs in the same position, wrists are nice and neutral. So we don't want to go out and then rotate, palms out. So it's palms in the front and then palms face forwards and then back around. 10 seconds. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, weights down, little rest. Grab a drink if you need it. Moving on, circuit number 3, we're going to do shoulder lowers. So if you do strong with me tomorrow, you're gonna probably be hating me. So go light on your shoulders. Shoulder lowers, then we're gonna do a split squat. So that is just a lunge without stepping. Lunge without stepping, right, left, and then we're gonna do our Arnold presses, or you can do side raises. I'm gonna go super light. I'm going 3s because I know these are horrible. All right, 45 seconds, 3, 2, and 1. So set the shoulder blades down and back in your back pocket. Lower and lift, lower and lift. I was thinking about doing 5s. I'm not gonna do 5s because I know that I am gonna be screaming by the time we get to the end of this 45 seconds. So there's always one arm up, one arm down. What tends to happen here is we start getting tired and our arms start getting lower and lower, or our shoulders start creeping up by our ears. Set the shoulders. Down, lift. If you are like, I can't even today, bend your elbows. You're playing the bagpipes right there. Good. 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna do our split squat, with or without a dumbbell. This is the one where it's a lunge position, but you don't step forwards and back. So feet hip width apart or shoulder width apart, nice and tall. And we're just going to drop it down and then come up. So the front leg goes down. So you're getting a knee over ankle, and then you push. Can you get that front knee straight? If you're here and you're trying to push back, we don't want to push back, but you don't want to be so far forward that you can't straighten your knee. So it's down and lift. Back leg is there for support. If you need to, it doesn't have to be super far back. You can make it a little bit more of a single leg squat. Your choice. Good, 10 seconds. We're gonna switch sides. So lower and lift. Good, bring it in. Switch it over to the other side. So same thing. So most of your weight's gonna be in your front leg, but it doesn't have to be fully. Try to center your body kind of between the front and the back. Good, drop down, but a little bit more towards the front. So like right now, I feel like my back leg is doing most of the work because I went down and then I'm pushing with this leg. Focus on the front. Focus on the front. So I like to think about the back knee going towards the floor. It's okay if it's a shallow lunge. If you're feeling this a lot, check your leg position. Your front knee should stay about over your ankle or over your midfoot. So where your shoelaces are. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, Arnold press. You can do a regular overhead press or an open overhead press, or you can do side raises. So show me the backs of your hands. Open, then push, parallel, elbows in. Open the elbows, push, lower, elbows in. If you want to do just side raises or a regular overhead press, that's okay too. So this one gets a little bit of rotator cuff. They call them Arnold presses because Arnold Schwarzenegger made these really popular when he was in his bodybuilding days. So it kind of gets a little bit of everything. But cost-benefit analysis, if the cost outweighs the benefit, do something different. Here's 2 and 1. All right, bring it in. Weights down, shake it out. We're gonna head to the floor for the next 3 circuits. And again, we're on our backs the whole time. No hands and knees today, if that makes a difference to you. We're going to do chest presses. You can do incline push-ups, you can do a banded chest press. We're gonna do tricep press-ups. If you're standing, you're gonna do a kickback right and left. Then we're gonna do chest flies. Those ones you'll wanna band or lean back in a chair with dumbbells. So we're gonna take it down. Again, we're on our backs. So I was nice, no hands and knees today. No hands and knees today. So let's take it all the way down. We're just gonna do 45 seconds in a chest press. In 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, 45 seconds. Nice, good chest press. So pressing up, slowly lower. You can do a neutral press. I am doing a little bit of a wider angle. So I'm forming that letter A. You can always just form the letter I. I will say you're gonna get a little extra tricep in there. You're gonna get more triceps than chest with the I, but that's okay. It's a little more shoulder safe. So inhale down, exhale on the way up. So this is chest and triceps. So like the back and the biceps work together, your chest and your triceps work together. Good. All right, carefully set those dumbbells off to the side. Roll onto your side. We're going to be doing tricep press-ups. If you're standing, tricep kickback. If you want to be on the floor, you're going to do a single arm skull crusher. So give yourself a hug. Top arm, press yourself up, take it down. Press it up, take it down. Option, take your top leg straight. Acts as a counterbalance. Makes it a little bit easier to do. Make it harder, bend your knees, pull them in a little bit. Again, if you're standing, tricep kickback. If you're on the floor, single side skull crusher. Just know you're gonna do skull crushers again in the next set. But it's gonna be both arms at the same time. When we're doing these, try not to turn your body towards the floor. 3, 2, and 1. Flipping over to the other side, same thing. So tricep kickback, we're gonna roll it all the way down onto our side. Bottom hand gives you a hug. Top hand is right by your shoulder, and it wants to be by our chest and our shoulder, not our head and our shoulder. So we wanna keep that top shoulder pulled down and back in your back pocket. Press it up and take it down. So press up, slowly lower. Press up and lower. So the hard part is we start getting tired and we start pulling our shoulder up by our ear. Keep it down, rest is needed. Come back up when you're ready. Good, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We have chest flies. If you're standing, band behind you, banded chest fly, or you can do the chest fly where you go wide, low, and touch the ends of the dumbbells together. Good, time's on, but it's just a nice, good open and close. It's something to really focus on working on the chest, in addition to those chest presses we did. So this is chest without triceps. Chest press has triceps. Again, if you're standing, you're gonna take the band behind you, press it out, soft bend in the elbows, and you're gonna open and close, like you're opening wide to give someone a hug, and then you close to give them the hug. Good, rest. Give yourself a moment. We're gonna stay on our backs. We're gonna do pullovers. If you're standing, you're gonna do a press back. Then we're gonna do a single leg bridge with a leg lower. If you're standing, you're going to do single leg mummies and switch. Then we're gonna do skull crushers. If you're standing, you can do an overhead tricep, you can do another set of kickbacks. It's up to you. So 1 dumbbell or 2 on your backs. We're gonna take the arms up. Nice good pull over in 3, 2, and 1. So hold the dumbbell on the ends if you're doing just 1. We're gonna slowly lower the dumbbell towards the floor and then bring it right back up over your chest. Again, if you're standing, you're gonna do that hinged forward press back. You're gonna be working similar muscles. So working those lats, try not to let your shoulders and those neck muscles take over. I want you to try to feel this in the muscle that kind of wraps around underneath your armpit. And it's low in the shoulder blade and a little bit to the side. If you're using this and you're on the floor, you're gonna probably feel this a little bit in your shoulders, but we feel that stretch in our armpits as well. So good pull, up and over. Good. All right. Single leg bridge, single leg lower. If you don't want to do the bridge, just do the leg lower. If you don't want to do the leg lower, just do the bridge. We're gonna lift it up, hold your single leg bridge, take your leg up, we're gonna lower and lift. So try to hold that bridge, and how you go down and up is up to you. You can go down with a straight leg, pull it in and then straighten, that's okay. Or just lift and lower. If you want to just do a single leg bridge, you're not going to do the lift and lower. Or hips down, focus on core, using the lift and the lower. It's a lot to think about, so just choose what's going to work best for you today. If you want to do this but you don't want to do straight leg, bend your knee and you're just going to tap your heel down. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Short rest. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So if you were doing this, the mummies, you can keep alternating if you were alternating, or switch legs if you did just one leg. 2 and 1. So we're going to lift it up, hold a nice good bridge. This is your option 1, hold the bridge. Option 2, lower the leg, lift the leg, lower, lift. Option 3, hips down, just the lift and lower, just the lift and lower. This is more core, which is not necessarily a bad thing. So if you find that you're doing weird things when you're lifting into that bridge, then just focus on holding the bridge or just the leg and the lift and lower. Good, 10 seconds. We're gonna go for skull crushers. Good, 3, 2, and 1. All right, skull crushers. 1 dumbbell or 2, you choose. So we're getting triceps. If you're doing upright and you're doing skull crushers for a second set, good, time's on. You're more than welcome to change your hand position. So if you did palms facing in, kickbacks when we did the single arms, lighten your weight and rotate so your palms are facing forwards, and try doing your skull crushers that way. But if you want to just do another set of neutral grip skull crushers, that's fine too. When you gotta modify, you just do something a little different, but it's still gonna get the same muscles. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, dumbbells off to the side. Give yourself a little bit of space. I'm gonna demonstrate the next exercise. If you are standing, I want you to either stand or sit, supported, and you're gonna do an isometric hold. This is your standing position. Right side, left side. Oblique crunches, right here. Reverse crunches, you're just gonna tuck and release, tuck and release. Standing options. This exercise, if you can, hands, top of your butt. So it doesn't have to be in the small of your back, top of your butt. Right leg bent, left leg is straight. Exhale, lift your chest towards the ceiling and you're just gonna hold, okay? This is the McGill crunch. In 3, 2, and 1. So I want you to hold it as long as you can. Now your challenge, don't press the elbows into the ground to lift yourself up. Don't stick your chin towards the ceiling. If you can, try not to even have your elbows touching the floor. And it's not a curl looking to your toes. It's a chest lift to the ceiling. Hold it for 5, 10, 15 seconds. Rest. Lift up again and hold it. This is a more spine safe, core strengthening exercise. So this is one that we do occasionally. It's kind of like doing a dead bug. Here's 2 and 1. Give yourself a rest. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to switch which leg is bent, which leg is straight. If you're standing, you're going to do that standing or seated isometric, kind of a dead bug. Hand press into your thigh. Here we go. So elbows up if you can, exhale and lift. And you're not going to lift very high, and that's okay. The goal with having your hands kind of in the small of your back and your elbows up is you're keeping your spine in a neutral position while you're still able to work on a little bit of core strength. So again, give yourself time. When you start to maybe feel your neck or you feel like you're getting tired, that's when you rest. And then you come back in when you're ready. This is when you build up to. After this, we're going to do oblique crunches. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Take your hands out from behind your back. We're just going to do an oblique crunch. Right hand reaches to the outside of the left knee, and then we're going to switch. If you don't want to do that, you are more than welcome to just do a crunch and hold. Good, time is on. So you can alternate hand to the opposite knee, or you can take it up, hand to opposite knee, hold it, count to 5, count to 10, rest, lift and hold. You're going to get the same muscles, just a little bit different, a little bit less spine movement. Or again, you can just do another lift and hold. You're over halfway. Next exercise is going to be reverse crunches. If you're standing, you can do a weighted march too, if you want. Or you're just going to practice a little bit of a pelvic tuck. Think about pulling your pubic bone up towards the top of your hips or up towards your belly button. Good, rest. If you're on the floor, same thing, option 1, glutes relaxed, pelvic bone gets pulled up towards your belly button. Option 2, pull it in, little tuck, knees towards your chest. Good, time's on. Option 3, you can add a little tuck and a push to the ceiling, nice and controlled. Standing, again, a weighted march, or practice that little pelvic tuck. It's not a big movement. You're just tucking and trying to neutralize the position of your milk bucket, which is your pelvis, your water bucket. But if you want, you can just do little tucks. This is your last exercise for today. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a little rest. When you're ready, you can come to a seated position. If you're standing, you can walk around. Give yourself a little breather. We're going to get ready and we're going to do a little stretching. So I'm just going to take a moment, put my gear away. Let's bring it into the center. And we're going to do our 90-90s. As always, modify to suit your needs. So if 90-90 means that your legs are straight and you're sitting on the floor or sitting in a chair and you're just doing windshield wipers, go for it. Start where you are. Focus on your hips, your joints. And some of you, if you have a lot of hip pain and things like that, you might have to go to the right, hang out and be like, okay, breathe, let it relax, and then go to the other side. So you don't have to do the constant back and forth. We just want to make sure that we have nice, good movement. And we're working on those hips. All right, let's bring it into the center. We're gonna actually flip it over onto hands and knees. Come to standing if you need to. We're gonna sit back, child's pose. Reach those arms out, stretching out underneath the arms. We're getting a little tricep here, a little shoulder. And then hopefully you're also not rounding your spine. I want you to try to open up that chest, open up that upper spine. So imagine nice and tall. We're gonna thread the needle. Right hand is gonna reach underneath the left arm, palm facing up. We're rotating the shoulder and the ear towards the floor. You can do this again with your hands on the countertop, on a wall, on a chair, just hinge forwards. And switch. Left hand, thread the needle under the right. Little torso rotation. Try to get your ear towards the floor if you can. Keep that other arm reaching out. Try to keep your hips towards your heels. Bring it back in the center. We're gonna tuck our chin, round our spine, or hold the neutral position. Roll yourself forward into a plank. And if you are ready, you're going to point your toes, drop your hips into a variation of up dog. If this does not feel good to you, go all the way down onto your tummy. Maybe you can be on your elbows, or maybe you need to go all the way down and rest your chin on your hands. This is fine. And this is actually another one of the McGill exercises. That's a more spine safe, back safe exercise to stretch out the front of those hips. Let's sit it back, hands and knees or standing, feet hip width apart, little hip circles. So we're gonna inhale, gentle arch, exhale to the right and then up in the middle. And we're just gonna do circles like we're using a hula hoop. If you don't want to be on hands and knees, standing is amazing. You're just going to hula hoop. Good. We're going to go the other direction. So inhale, take it to the left and circle up and around. Shoulders are staying over your wrists, down and back, just little hip movements. Good. All right, walk the hands out a little bit. We're going to take right foot by the right hand. This is our runner's lunge position. Left knee is down on the floor. We're opening our hip as much as we can. If you're standing, hands on a chair, and you're just gonna kind of go into a little lunge position, or a standing lunge is okay too. This is just gonna get a little bit more hips. All right, we're gonna do our open book. So we're gonna take our elbow down towards the floor, and then if you can, open it towards the ceiling. Same thing if you're standing. It's just a little hinge and a little open. Good, 2 more. Goal is to try to get 5. It's okay if you don't touch the floor. It's okay if you don't turn all the way to the ceiling. Good, bring it in, switch it over to the other side. No judgments, how you do it. Left foot to left hand, right knee drops towards the floor. Just nice, good stretch to start with. I want you to try not to have a rounded spine. You may need to put your hands on something high. Good, let's try our open book. So we're gonna take it down and open towards the ceiling. So take it down and open. So goal is to try to do 5. Do as many as you can, modify as needed. Good. All right, we're gonna take it. We're gonna come up to standing. I'm not gonna judge. I'm gonna step forward into a squat and I'm gonna roll myself up You can step it back and walk yourself back up just like we did in the warm-up. I'm gonna slowly bring it all the way up. Whenever I do that, I always wind up getting a little bit dizzy. It's not just you if it happens to you. Just let you know your blood pressure is a little goofy because it's trying to figure out where the blood's supposed to go. Big breath in, pat yourself on the back. Exhale, swallow the back. So inhale up, and exhale down. And sometimes this is one of those times where I don't think I always see progress, right? But I was able to get my forearms to the floor. And when we first started doing that runner's lunge and stuff, I couldn't do that. So I'm probably just really loose because we had a lot of legs today. At least at the beginning. So inhale, exhale, good. Arms down, shoulders up, back and down into your back pocket. Really think thumbs pointing forwards. So we've opened up that shoulder, open up the chest. Good, shoulders down, ear to shoulder, side to side. Let's bring the head up. We're gonna look to the right, look to the left. Good, bring it in the center, big breath in, spread the fingers, spread the toes. Exhale, one more time, big breath in. And out, and you are all done.